Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, please support the channel by hitting the like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. Today we'll be talking about the DC Multiverse Batman movie McFarlane Toys Batman. This is gonna be my first DC Multiverse action figure review, though I do support Marvel a lot. I love Batman. So here we have the Batman in the standard DC Multiverse packaging here. At the front we get the DC Multiverse logo, as well as the movie logo for the Batman, and a label here at the side that says Batman. Another movie logo at the top. And at the side we get another movie logo and some text that says Batman again. And at the side we get the DC Multiverse logo and another label that says Batman. And at the back we get this nice image of the Batman with his grapple gun. And unlike Marvel Legends and Black Series figures, we don't get any bio here at the back. And we have the other figures from the movie. Alright, let's get the Batman out of the packaging. It's the Bat! And right off the bat here, no pun intended, I think this figure looks awesome. Before we talk about the figure itself, let's go over the accessories. So Batman doesn't really come with a lot of accessories, but he does come with the grapple gun here, this Batman trading card, and this base. The grapple gun here looks good. I do like what we got here. Nice sculpted details and all. Nice flat black paint apps, though I think a bit of gloss would make this gun look more metallic, you know. I do wish they also gave us a version of this accessory with some wire attached. I think that would be awesome. It also has this peg that goes inside this hole in his hand. And yep, I think that looks okay, but it would be better if we got some alternate grabbing hands instead, you know. But personally, this doesn't bother me that much since I will be posting this Batman just standing most of the time, looking awesome as hell. This trading card here looks nice. We get an image of Batman using his grapple gun, like what we saw at the back of the packaging. And at the back of this card, we get that brief bio of the character, so if you want to read it, you can pause the video. We also get this base here with a peg for his feet, but yeah, nothing too crazy about this. And taking a closer look at the Bat himself, I love this head sculpt here. Even without an unmasked version of this, I think the lower half of the face here looks like Robert Pattinson. It might be just me, let me know what you think in the comments below. When I first heard that he was cast as Batman, I actually thought that was one of the greatest ideas I ever heard in my life. Anyway, back to the figure. The cowl here looks amazing. I love the design that we're getting here. The black paint apps look great. We're also getting some nice sculpted details, you know, like the stitching here. Wow, that looks really well done. Another thing that I like about the design here is that we see more of the jawline. That was something that I didn't like about Christian Bale's Batman. He always looked like he was suffocating in his bat suit. I do have two things that I don't like about this head here. I wish they made the head sculpt here sit a bit higher on his neck. I think it would look better. I also wish that the eyes were looking just straight ahead. The way his eyes are looking here to the side, it kind of limits your display options. So I wish they just gave us some normal eyes instead. And looking at the rest of the figure, I think the rest of the design looks great. Personally, the way I see this design, it's inspired by the Batsuit in the Batman Arkham games, particularly Arkham Knight, as well as a modern, more grounded approach to the Batsuit from the comics. I always love it when the Batsuit has some gray areas. I'm not a fan of Batsuits that are all black. I imagine that the Bat symbol here will evolve in sequels. It will become closer to the Bat symbol that we know from the comics, but yeah, this looks very nice. I like that they used some glossy black here on the symbol here. Looks very realistic. Yeah, we're getting a lot of details in the bat suit. I'm loving it. And the back of the figure has some details sculpted as well. That's great. And the cape looks so awesome. It's made of this flexible material, although you can't stretch it to its full size. And it's glued to the back, so you can't pull it upward a lot, but that's okay. I guess you could do some customs, like use actual fabric with bendy wire if you want some more dynamic poses with the cape. We're also getting a lot of details on the arms here. The shoulder pads look good. It's made of this nice soft material, and they're attached to the arm so they won't hinder the articulation that much. I like that a lot. We also get these needles or arrows. I'm not really sure what these are, but they are sculpted nicely. Nice details on the gloves as well. The utility belt looks great. I like that they used glossy black here like what they did with the bat symbol. Nice sculpted pockets and all. Do love this a lot. Legs look awesome as well, though I do think they're a bit longer than normal, or maybe it's just me. We're getting some wrinkling here and there. And these straps, they're sculpted well. Nice knee pads there. The boots look good. We get some creases here and some beautiful glossy black paint apps. Overall, I think the sculpt and paint apps on this figure look awesome. Now let's go over the articulation for this figure. So Batman can look up that far, and he can look down as well. His head does rotate. We get a little forward-backward shifting motion there, and some nice neck pivot. You also get some butterfly joints, so you can move his arms forward and backward. That's great. His arms bend upward only that far, so a little below the 90-degree mark. And you can bend them down as well. One thing that I want to point out is that the arms don't really straighten out completely. His shoulders do rotate 360. We get a bicep swivel, but it's a bit hindered by the size of the shoulder pads and the cape. Moving on, we get double jointed elbows. His wrists rotate and move up and down, or side to side depending on how you position the hands. He's got a diaphragm pivot that doesn't really offer a lot of movement. It doesn't move sideways a lot, nor does it allow Batman to pivot forward that much. We do get a waist pivot that helps with the forward and sideways motion, and also allows Batman to rotate side to side. His legs can kick forward that far, and backwards quite a lot. His hips move outward very far. I think that looks great. He has no upper thigh cut, but we do get some swiveling here. Double jointed knees, that looks great. He has boot rotation. His ankles move up and down, rotate side to side, and has pivot as well. And we also get toe articulation, and that looks really nice. And for some figure comparisons, here's the Batman next to the Arkham Origins Batman. This new figure here is taller, but yeah, like I said, the gray areas really make the bat suit look a whole lot better. And here's the Batman next to a 6-inch scale Marvel Legends figure. We have the Retro Spider-Man. So this new Batman here, being a DC Multiverse figure, it belongs to the 7-inch scale. So it will be taller than Marvel Legends figures. So that's my review of the DC Multiverse McFarlane toys, the Batman movies Batman. Despite the lack of accessories, I think this figure has awesome sculpt, awesome paint apps, as well as good articulation. So yeah, I really love this figure. If you're wondering where I got this figure, I bought this off a local toy store here in the Philippines called the Red Lily Project. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you still haven't, hit that subscribe, as well as a notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.